Hello and welcome back to our Stationeers Moon Survival Guide. In the previous episode we have constructed this tiny shelter so that we can actually eat and drink, and it's pressurized so we don't die out of asphyxiation. However, what we will do in this episode, we will be setting up our production. I mean, we do have the basic arc furnace and the autolathe, but we need more machines. We need electronics printer to be able to print out our electronics, including the solar panels. Then we need our hydraulic pipe bender to be able to print out the water processing stuff. So, the tanks, the ability to pour ourselves some water, ice crusher and whatnot, which will be paramount because the moon has no atmosphere, meaning we need to actually all our gases, which we will get, like oxygen, volatiles, then also liquids like water and whatnot, has to be crushed from ice. And given that we only have 3 or 4 water bottles, meaning they're not gonna last forever. So we need to get our production ASAP, and after that we'll probably be, electrifying the door, constructing an airlock, and after that the water filtration system. However, probably not everything will be done within this episode. However, right now my primary concern is to expand the base and just make sure that we tile this thing so that we can have place to build. Right. A couple of, iron frames and everything will be just dandy. Okay, so our solar panel is providing power. We have our shelter, which is good, so we won't die quickly. The moon, guys, is also pretty simple in terms of survival. The environment is not harsh, apart from it being vacuum, of course. But given that you have a suit, the only problem is mainly, power in Stationeers. So that's why, Moon is a good starting point if you're just beginning with Stationeers. Moon or Mars are the places that I would suggest. Moon is even easier than Mars because it doesn't have storms, meaning that, well, you can leave stuff lying around and they won't get blown to bits. There's our base. Look at it. It looks kind of cool. And it's on the top of a crater. I think that's just beautiful. Okay, so there we go. That's our electronics printer. We can place it here-ish. Here. Yeah, I'm good here. Okay, place it here. And then we can start, wiring it and do everything. So we need iron sheets. And we don't have a lot of iron, so yeah. Iron sheets. I just need the 2, so that will be fine. Later on we will be going into steel and, producing steel stuff, but we're not there yet. I just want to set up, my basics so that I can later on dedicate myself fully to making steel and all that wonderful stuff. The sun will also be setting soon, so the darkness will be coming, so I think it's beneficial that we get our stuff together and start working ASAP. So we have only a little bit of coal. Okay, coal we have enough at least to, for some powering stuff. Okay, let's swap the belt. And here we have our 2 stacks, which are gonna be cool to have. Okay, right, so iron sheets, where's my welder? There we go, give me the welder, alright, and weld. There you go. Okay, cable coil. Yeah. Historically, if you forget to, turn off the welder, put it in your inventory, you are at a high risk of explosion. I know that issue has been fixed, but still, as an old Stationeers player that played on like early access release, I'm always paranoid when I forgot to turn off my welder and store it in the inventory. Yeah. Alright, so now what we want to do, we want to connect the electronics printer to our basically grid. There you go. There you go. Easy does it. Alright. Where is my wire cutters? There we go. Connect them. So production chain, basically that's the order that you need to build. First the shelter, then the electricity, then the production, and then you will be doing the water And after that, you will probably gonna do the oxygen, atmospherics, etc., etc. And then you'll be probably expanding on the battery and everything else. Each planet is different, and each planet in Stationeers has its own unique challenges, or planet or moon. And moon being the lighter one, I think it's actually quite relaxing. You see the Earth in the background, you know that you're close to home, and you have this nostalgic look over this wonderful blue dot that we call home, I mean, as a humanity. So, right, enough me babbling, let's do and construct some electronics, shall we? There we go. I was thinking of even maybe making another solar panel, because that would be kind of nice, that we double down on our... Yeah, I don't think we can make the real solar panel, but we can make the basic one. And the basic one is also good enough. I mean, I place it on the top, and then we have at least some sort of, a little bit of redundancy, if you will. There we go. Basic solar panel, and I'm thinking I'm going to put it on the top here. There we go. Come on. Let's turn it so that the power goes inside. Okay, there we go. Glass sheet. Thank you. Now we will be actually dragging that electricity down. You're maybe asking me, GrunfWorks, but you have already power. Why are you doubling down? Well, honestly, guys, I found it a really good idea, and I want to double down on that. And I think I want to get away from my solar panel being at the floor here. So yeah, that's gonna change. So right now, my first goal is just to set up these things and make sure that basically if I clear my work area, I think I will be much happier. All right. And this one will be providing power mostly indoors, but then again, still I think it's important that we connect it properly, so yeah. Right, wire cutters. There we go. Turn it. And you cannot go through the door. Ah. Aha, so you can go through the composite, but not the glass door. Interesting. Because when I was building with composite doors, you could do that. Although I must say I do like the glass door because it's kind of just nicer. It's bigger and it's bulkier and it's like, yeah. Feels like a shopping mall. Just kidding. Anyway, let us then construct a few more cables here. One of them being that I want to power the doors ultimately. Come on, rotate, son. There you go. 1, 2, and I want to be connecting here. I note that I'm not yet building an airlock. I'm just powering the door, so I don't need to think about it. When it comes to opening, I don't want to use my, tool, if you want to call it, if you want to call crowbar a tool. I mean, it is a tool, but still. I'm rambling. Anyway, okay, our door is powered. We still need a battery to shove it here. Come on. Let's take just a regular small battery will suffice, I guess. So take the small battery. Oh, and now I need to open that with a crowbar. Okay, fair enough. There we go. Shove a battery inside and flip the switch. And congratulations, the doors are powered. Woohoo! Right. All right, and I'm thinking that I want to be placing also the charger. I want to move the charger from here elsewhere. All right. There we go. We move the charger so that it is here. I find it convenient, and if you may ask, why are you moving the charger here? You already had it set it up. If it's in an airlock and you are inside, you can access the battery. If it's in an airlock and you're outside, you can still access the battery. That's why airlock is my favorite place where I usually stuck the battery charger, so you can always access your batteries from anywhere. It's just an extra, pro tip, if you will. So if you want to do that. Now, let's see, what do we have in terms of the probably here. Hydraulic pipe bender. Yeah, that's the one. Iron, gold, and copper. Okay, so you need to spit out iron and gold, please. Right. So we put in iron, gold, copper. We just shove everything in the auto lathe and hope for the best. So, and we need more iron. Okay, fortunately I have mined that during the day so that I can just now produce during the night. And also guys, that's one of my typical cycles. What I do, I mine during the day when I can see what I'm doing, and then I build during the night. Apparently your stationeer doesn't need to sleep, which is, I think, is highly beneficial, because they're probably on steroids, or they're just excited to be somewhere else, or it's probably the survival thing kicking in. I don't know. Anyway. So, a couple more iron frames wouldn't be amiss. I need some space where I want to put stuff, so yeah. Okay, iron sheets. I noticed that I needed an extra space, basically. And I'm doing that while I'm waiting for the iron to smelt, so why not? Yeah, alright, let's go here and let's weld this sucker. Good. So now that that's welded, we needed basically 3 sheets. We needed 2 sheets to build a hydraulic pipe bender and 1 to actually floor the frame. Okay, so here we go, and now I'm suspecting that I will have everything I need to make the hydraulic pipe bender. There we go. Create it, and I immediately switch the recipe, because that what will happen is it will construct the pipe bender, and when it's done it will stop. So yeah. Okay, as you can see, my suit battery is a little bit on the dying side, and on another note, my water is, well, not concerning yet. Alright. So, we just have to wait a little bit, and I'm actually thinking I might actually smelt this copper while I'm waiting. Shove it, son! There we go. Normally, what I want to do, especially on the moon, is important. When you are doing the smelting, your arc furnace is producing gases, and those gases are actually pretty good to have. So eventually I will enclose the arc furnace so it produces gases, which I'll then later gonna capture and store into the tanks later for filtration and whatnot. But right now I think it's just a matter of getting those things out. Right, so here I want to be placing the solid state generator, because that one will be complementing our power supply for the time being. Later on I will of course move it so it powers. I have to figure out where my power production site will be. But for the time being, while we are doing everything to start as a starter, I think this is a good place to have it, and I'm gonna have it right there. Right, okay, so let's see what we do. We take the right hand, we take away this, and then we just make like this. And then we continue on to the power generator. Come on. 1, 2. I think I'll just have enough. 3 and 4. There we go. Beautiful. And that will hopefully boost our power, because right now we have coal, and we have 15 coal, which we're gonna just shove this inside and turn it on. That will recharge our battery, because our battery is being drained heavily. Look, we have auto lathe building the hydraulics pipe bender, and we have the arc furnace smelting copper. So a lot is being done, so the power draw is significant. So that's why we put in the solid generator, so it kicks in a little bit extra. Yeah, alright. Hopefully soon enough the pipe bender will be complete. How much are you progressing? 92%. Alright, and then we will be able to construct the pipe bender. And look, the dawn is coming. The Mooner Dawn. There we go. In that case, I'm gonna stop and have the solar panels rather produce. There we go. Hydraulic pipe bender, and I have just a place to put you, sunshine. right about here. I like them nicely spaced so that they're not too cramped. All right, and now what we want to do is we want to create some more cable coil. There we go. All right, you are done, and you produce cable coil. So I'll let you just chug on a little bit until I just weld. Oh, sorry, there's my welder. Yep, okay, turn it on, weld. Okay, pipe bender. So the next thing that we need to do is now we need to add the cable, and our electronics printer, as you can see, is much more efficient and quick in terms of printing cable coils rather than auto lathe, so you want to be using it as quickly as possible. There we go, and then I will need some plastic sheets, but let's connect it while I have the cable coils ready. So okay, connect. Where's my wire cutters? And finally, you guessed it, connect. There we go. All right. Cool. Now let's weld the plastic sheets. Perfect.
Power critical.
All right. There we go. Beautiful. So now let's swap out my battery. Thank you. I'm gonna use that one. See why? That's why it's good to have always multiple battery chargers. You always have somewhere to swap the battery. Now, what I want to do is I cannot build an airlock yet because I'm missing one vital component, which is the passive vent. So in order for me to create a passive vent, I really need to be able to... Oh, I don't need this anymore. Oh, the luxury of modern electronics. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna quickly drink a little bit of water and maybe eat a little bit of food. So you have to unlock and open helmet. So drinking the water and eating some food. Alright, so we have set up our production facility, and I think I'll be actually wrapping it up. Do fling a like if you are enjoying this, and if you would like to see my Mars to Getting Started guide, there will be a link on the top right corner of this video, so do be sure to check that out, and I will see you in the next episode where we will be building an airlock. Once again, thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks signing off.